Pride, the deadliest sin. Have you ever wondered why so many ancient writers, philosophers, and theologians insisted that pride, not greed, not lust, not wrath, is the deadliest of all sins? I mean, pride is something we actually celebrate today, right? Confidence, self-esteem, achievements. So why was it labeled the deadliest of all sins? Today, we're digging deep into that question, exploring what pride really is, why it's considered the most destructive sin, and how it still affects our modern lives in ways we barely recognize. If you enjoy videos that make you think differently about life, philosophy, and human behavior, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. Section 1. What is pride? Pride at its core is the belief that you are above others, and ultimately, above reality itself. In religious traditions, pride wasn't just arrogance, it was the sin of trying to replace God, of believing you can define truth, morality, or meaning entirely on your own. In philosophy, pride often meant excessive self-importance, the inability to accept criticism, limitations, or vulnerability. And in psychology, pride can drift into narcissism, a fragile ego wrapped in a shiny armor of self-illusion. So pride is the inflation of the self, a distortion that disconnects you from humility, honesty, relationships, and growth. Healthy self-respect says, I matter and I can improve. Pride says, I matter more than everyone else and I don't need to improve. That difference may seem small, but it's everything. Section 2. Why pride is the deadliest sin. So why did so many thinkers across different cultures, religions, and eras agree that pride is the deadliest sin? Because pride isn't just a sin, it's the source of all the others. Think about it. Greed, it's the belief that you deserve more than others. Lust, the desire to use others for your own pleasure. Wrath, the rage that comes when your ego feels threatened. Envy, the pain of seeing others have what you believe you deserve. And the classic story? In Christian tradition, pride is the sin that turned angels into demons. In Greek mythology, it's the flaw that brought down heroes, Achilles, Oedipus, Icarus. In Eastern philosophies, the ego is the source of suffering. Pride blinds you. It makes you unteachable. It convinces you that your emotions, your beliefs, your desires are the ultimate truth. That's why it's deadlier than the rest. You can fix a flaw you're aware of, but pride stops you from ever seeing it. It's the sin that protects every other sin. Section 3. How pride destroys us in the modern age. We live in an era that worships pride without even noticing. We're encouraged to stand out, be the best, beat the competition, build your brand, prove everyone wrong. But what happens when that becomes the measure of your worth? Suddenly, we can't admit mistakes. We take disagreement as a personal attack. We curate perfect versions of ourselves online. We compare our lives to filtered illusions. We blame others instead of growing. Social media amplifies pride like nothing before. Every post is a performance. Every argument becomes a battle of egos. Every disagreement becomes a moral war. And pride doesn't just affect individuals, it affects society. Leaders stop listening to their people. Communities split into tribes, each convinced they're absolutely right. Businesses collapse because nobody wanted to admit a failing strategy. Relationships break because nobody wants to say, I'm sorry. Pride slowly isolates you. You become a prisoner inside your own self-image. You're always defending, always proving, always pretending. And the tragedy is, the prouder you become, the emptier you feel. Section 4. How to overcome pride. So how do we fight something this deep? 1. Practice humility, not humiliation. Humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself more accurately. Strength with honesty, not weakness. 2. Embrace correction. If you want to grow, criticism is a gift. Treat feedback as fuel, not an attack. 3. Admit your weaknesses. Pride says, I'm fine. Wisdom says, I can improve. 4. Serve others. Nothing kills ego faster than genuine service. Doing good without needing credit. 5. Stay curious. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you stop learning. 6. Stay grounded. Remember, you're one human among billions. Unique, but not superior. Capable, but not flawless. Humility isn't shrinking. It's seeing clearly. So as you move forward today, remember this. Pride makes us heavy. Humility sets us free. Thanks for watching. Stay humble, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.